Hello, everybody. Welcome to Second Lifers. We're going to call it Second Life. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I just say that you guys are absolutely stunning and gorgeous?
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And you
Thank
guys
you.
match with the magazine.
We try.
If that
Yeah.
makes any sense, you guys are so stunning. So I'm so excited and a little nervous to be here with you guys in a really good way because you guys are so beautiful. And after reading the magazine, all makes sense. So we are talking about Sage and Crystals Magazine, which is going to be the focus of today. And we have the ladies that work on it. So we're going to start with Zoe, and you can introduce yourself and how long you've been in Second Life.
Hi, I'm Zoe Nova, and I've been in Second Life for a long time. I would say since 2008, 9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is Miss Sage.
Hello, I'm Sage Absinthe, and I've been in Second Life since 2012.
Nice. Miss Pilar.
Hola. I'm Pilar Mimulus. I've also been in SL since 2008 for about 14 years.
Wow. Okay. Miss Levy.
Hi, I'm Levy, aka Ari sometimes. I've been in Second Life for I think about 12 years now.
And Miss Scarlett.
Hello, I'm Scarlett. I actually have only been on Second Life since 2021. I'm very new.
That is amazing. I want to clap for Miss Scarlett. Welcome to Second Life.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
Welcome, Scarlett.
2 years is very awesome for us old timers because we love to see people come in Second Life, which will give me a few questions for you later on. But the focus or the main thing is Sage and Crystals Magazine. This question is for whoever is when did Sage and Crystals start and why? Why a magazine in Second Life?
Zoe.
Yes, I know. I was getting ready to say something.
This
It's
is the
just
good part about
thinking that
recordings, okay? So you're
right.
good.
Okay, so Sage and Crystal started in 2021. Um, and it started the spring, summer. That's when we released our first issue. The reason why it came about was because community is really important to us. And we wanted to show just the richness of ethnicity and cultural diversity that exists on the platform. Being in Second Life for so long, I wasn't really seeing too much of that, but all of us together, that's the aim, showing all of us in one space, showing us from Asian to Latina to Black to white. I wanted to show that diverseness, that richness that exists. So I birthed Second Life and wanted to talk about the different communities that exists here. And that's how it came about.
That is so beautifully put. I feel like almost everyone that's in Second Life wants that. We just don't know
Mm.
how to acquire it. After especially old timers like us.
Right.
After so many years we just sometimes we know how amazing Second Life can be, but we log on, we stay around for 30 minutes because we're so quote unquote lost without ideas and maybe friends and stuff, but we keep coming back for the same reason. We know how amazing Second Life can be.
And also that Second Life, well, Second Life can also be like a springboard of learning lessons. It's a place where we can learn to be better versions of ourselves.
Yes.
You can look at Second Life as like it's a what is it called?
Like a
Board.
manifestation
Thank you.
board.
A manifestation board.
Yes.
Looking at Second Life that way and creating beautiful connections with so many people, learning different languages. I mean, we have access to the entire world via this platform. So, I mean, there's the possibilities of who we become and working on those things within ourselves is so vast. It's the possibilities are just limitless. And so, just why not?
What were you doing when this idea of the magazine came to your head?
Actually, just came back to Second Life. I took a little break
Oh,
because I
okay.
wanted to shift my focus in the virtual world, and I wanted to do something different. I spent so much time on SL, just shopping, exploring, and doing all of this stuff. And I just took a step back and I was like, how could I give back to the community, or how can I be more productive?
So one thing I know when I was looking at the magazine, it's for us who've been in Second Life for a long time, but also if I was a new person in Second Life, I would be at awe because I would be thinking all of this stuff is in Second Life is all of this stuff that you can actually do when you log on. That is a an amazing project for people that are coming into Second Life, and I wish it would reach them more. I mean, the only thing about social medias for us Second Life social media is that it's mostly old timers. Scarlett over here. How did what happened to you whenever you came into Second Life that got you to this point working at a magazine?
When I first joined Second Life, it was actually during COVID. And then I met Sage, and Sage introduced me to Zoe. And at first, they asked me to be part of the magazine as a model for one of the issues in it, just to showcase me. And then after that, we got along really well, so they asked me to become part of the team. And this is actually my very first issue with them, and I'm really enjoying it. This is my first time having to do a magazine on Second Life with others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I mean, you're not a new person. You've been here for years now, but still, compared to all of us, we're just like, oh, it's a new. There's so many things for you to discover still in a way. And Miss Sage, what is your position in this magazine?
Sure. So I am what you could call the art director, but the funny thing is that all of our roles kind of blend and we all wear a lot of different hats.
Mm-hmm.
So I would help pitch stories. If someone needs support with like setting up for, a scene to photograph, we're all hands on deck. But also, again, as we all have designated roles, we still kind of blend our different
Mm-hmm.
skills that we have.
Oh, okay. So you guys help each other out.
Totally.
What about you, Miss Pilar?
My role. Oh, they like to call me the drill sergeant.
There must be a
I'm
reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. I'm kind of like the operations person. I like to stay in the background.
Mm.
However, no article, no picture, nothing goes past me without deep editing.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I
Hmm.
also am a contributing editor, so I'm the managing editor, the contributing editor. I try to project manage a lot of what they do.
hmm.
I also pitch stories, but I'm kind of like the whip behind the scenes because I just have I need for us to be organized and for us to really be cohesive in everything that we do.
Right, right. Okay. So everyone works and then they go to you. And then they go.
Pretty much. Yeah. I set the deadlines, things like that.
Okay. Deadlines are always important, I suppose, in magazines.
And
Yeah.
she also does the tarot astrology. You can't
I
leave that out.
saw that. I was having a little idea, maybe at some time in the future, that you guys would kind of incorporate it like into a Second Life astrology. And
According to the Second Life planets, if there are any.
Yeah, I know,
if you
right?
want to call it that, if you're a Leo in Second Life, or something like that. But yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Oh.
my background is really is in, I have a fascination with oracles and tarot reading. I've done it for a couple of decades.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I kind of mimicked it to, how you read an astrology in a magazine or a newspaper. I
Yes.
figured, well, I'm an excellent tarot reader, so why not do it based on the signs?
Miss
Totally.
Levy. Is she here? Okay.
Yes.
What is your contribution to Sage and Crystals magazine?
I am the creative chaos, I have to say that. Um, they let me be it, honestly. I'm really just a decorator. And I think it's a small thing, but I have to say from Zoe and Pilar and Sage and all of them, they really like have made me be able to come out of my shell. I am the introvert in the group, and they
Oh,
definitely have made me come out of my shell from just decorating to whenever there's a situation where we need like a creative name, they'll come grab me and they just let me
nice.
be crazy, which I absolutely love. They just let me be chaos at any moment, and it works.
I
Honestly, it
love
does.
that. And it's not, I do not consider it, and maybe 90% of Second Life do not consider decorating a small thing. You guys are amazing. Otherwise, a lot of us would just have box chairs and a table in our kitchens. You guys are a huge part of Second Life.
Well, thank you very much for saying that. I
Of
appreciate it.
course. Why the name Sage and Crystals?
I was just brainstorming and I just really wanted something that represented earth, that ground, like being grounded, that groundedness. No, we equate like sage and crystals with something that helps to elevate the spirit.
It's very
Um,
welcoming. If
Thank
that's a way to
you.
put it. It's very welcoming.
Yeah.
I do see that you guys do a variety of things. So, like Creator Spotlight. One of my all time favorites was the Experience Mainland. You know how I feel about that, Ms. Zoe.
Yes.
So, we're looking at the magazine now, the section where it's called Amethyst's Adventures A Journey Through Mainland. Why do you have a whole section about mainland? I know why, but you two people, a journey through mainland.
Pilar, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go?
Well, the concept was really yours because of you felt that there was just such a missed opportunity as it related to mainland and
Mm.
the number of experiences that we kept having there.
Right.
So you premised the article based on that feeling alone. That why is this hidden treasure such a not as popular as we feel that it should be?
Because it's a seamless experience, and it can continue to grow that way. You have a national forest over here, then you can drive down the road and then be at a marina, take the boat out, head to the lake sea, go swim with the mermaids, come back up, go take a train. You end
Yes.
up at a cafe, you end up in a community. It's just never ending.
Ending. Yes.
Right. Right. And the possibilities just can continue to expand.
And you do explain what mainland is. Is there anything that you have going on for the Second Life community that they can join in mainland?
We are working on a project.
Okay.
Um Pilar Sage, I don't know.
Yeah, we're working on it,
Say
but we
to
don't want to.
be
We're not ready to
announced.
disclose just yet, but we're
Right.
on
It's a
a
Okay.
community event that is meant to bring people together to
Hmm.
enjoy a pocket of mainland that's very special to us.
There we go.
Okay. So that's all we're going to say about that.
That is all we can say.
Yes.
I also
Mhm.
saw a quick conversation with Dirk Vanliger and Aria Kristen. You guys do that as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've been in contact with Dirk and Aria for almost a year now because I had met them last year when I was opening my resort, and they came to review it, and they're such great people, and I was so intrigued by their mission and also what they provide to the Second Life community
Hmm.
through their blog of, reviewing hotels and restaurants and date spots, and there's nothing like that out there. So I
Yes.
wanted to provide an opportunity for them to just express their story.
Yeah, 100%. Second Life is just so much more than Club's platform. It's so vast. I mean, Second Life has a whole destinations page where they offer all of these different experiences that people like us have put together for the community to
Yes,
experience. Whether
exactly.
that's whether it's a park, a cafe. Sometimes they do have like little clubs or whatever there that they announce or whatever, but there's so much more to it than just that one piece. I
And
mean,
to
we
add,
have. Oh, go ahead, Pilar. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, to add to what you're saying,
Hmm.
this is typically how we name our magazine, because we're really trying, well, not the Sage and Crystals name, but the name of the issue of the magazine also reflects on what we think people should be doing to have that experience,
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
check in, to, some togetherness. And we always seem to address something within the magazine that tells people, okay, this is a community, and here are ways that you can plug into your community.
Right.
And even if you can't find something specifically that you like, you can always create your own experience, and that's the beauty. Like the limit is endless, like Zoe said earlier today. So
Yes,
if you don't find anything, make it your own.
Right.
that is very true. This is why I see the passion in this magazine. I sense it and I feel it because I'm the same way. Only if I had enough time to be in Second Life. Now I am looking at, we just discussed that with Levy earlier. Um, but in the magazine it says Ivy. We will not tell
Yeah.
that to anyone. Dec-
Yeah.
Decorated with Levy Blakewell. Do you want to talk about a little bit of what was going through your mind when you were doing this decorating piece?
To be honest with you, I am a music lover. It is a part of me in every essence of the word.
Hmm.
I need music to create. When I have music on, it kind of helps me flow into what I'm about to create. I never really know what I'm going to create, and I know it caused a little bit of havoc when we're brainstorming, but
Yes.
I'm so glad that they give me room just to be a complete mess. They love me to let me do it. So I'll listen to some music and I'll keep flowing with the music for a little bit. And then I was listening to Bill Weathers' Grandma's Hands, and I was like,
Ah, okay.
hmm. I'm eclectic. I listen to everything. If you're
Okay.
listening to one of my playlists, you never know what you're going to hear. So I'm listening to that, and I'm like, huh. And Zoe is a very good. She's very good with making videos. Sage is amazing at it too, but Zoe is too. It's a little niche of hers. I'll let her express that a little bit more later. That's not mine to tell, but she is very great at it, and she loves to cook when she's doing it. So I'm in the kitchen, and Zoe has a thing of me doing kitchens. She loves when I do kitchens. I hate them,
Yeah.
but she
You
absolutely
hate
adores
them.
them.
She
I hate
does.
them
Every
because
time
it's
I'm like,
so much
"Can you do
detail.
kitchen?" She's
But you
like,
know,
"Oh
oh,
God."
I see the extra work there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Mm.
so much detail, and then for me, because in RL, I used to be a chef. So for me, being in the kitchen,
Oh,
I have to feel like I'm able to cook and just grab an herb off the wall and just do what
yeah.
I need to do. Barefoot, just letting it ride. So I'm in there and I'm getting it together, and I'm starting to look for the seasonings. And I'm like, okay, we have crawfish here. Okay, we need to have this seasoning, this seasoning. Oh my God, I need eggs. Oh, I need powder. Oh, where is this? And then it just starts to bloom into something completely different. And I appreciate my husband being on the sideline. He knows just to stay outside of the room. Don't come in because it's complete chaos. And if you're in my way, you're going to get hit with a prim because I'm moving everything out the way and the music is blasting. And
Where did
it
I
just
fly
came to me.
off?
Hashtag creative chaos.
There you go.
But just by you mentioning at the moment that you get all these thoughts and feelings with the music, I already knew your mind is brilliant when it comes to decorating. So I saw your
Oh,
pictures, absolutely
she's amazing.
stunning.
Yeah, she's amazing. She is amazing.
Hmm.
And the funny thing is that you probably don't even know it
This is
sometimes.
awesome. And Zoe says to me, this is awesome. And I'm like, what? And I absolutely love that she's the biggest cheerleader ever. She'll be like, this is great. You got this. And I'm like, it looks like chaos. I hate it. It's just like, it's perfect. And then
It,
she'll take pictures and I'm like, I did that. Wow. So that's how I feel.
Aw.
Yes. Oh, that's
I
so adorable.
I
Yes.
walk onto the I walk so she'll, do her thing. She doesn't let us have a sneak peek. She has
Oh,
to like
wow. Okay.
finish everything. So we're over there just waiting, just at the edge of our seats. And then when she gives me access, I get so emotional when I see what she does because it is
Yes.
so beautiful, and the creativity that comes from her, it pours from her veins, her something, her essence. It's
And
beautiful. I just love that translation.
I love for people that are new to Second Life to hear this passion. Because I mean, most of you guys know whenever you meet a new person, they just do not know what to do and do not know the
Hmm.
possibilities. And which is why I wanted to talk about the magazine because of all of these things that you guys are putting in here. Just simply by there's an article, or should I call it article, Mail and More at the Wilds.
Hmm.
Is that part of like a role play sim?
Okay, I have a confession. And Zoe's gonna laugh at me. I've been working on this sim for seems like eons, but I am a perfectionist when it comes to details.
Okay.
So the wilds, it's been something that I've just been working on. So the
Mm.
Melamore is a part of the whole sim. Once it's ready, I will release it to the world and let my baby go out there. But right now, I'm still cultivating her and pampering her a little bit. But the wilds is a whole community of just creative whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, it has, I don't know if you've seen in our past issue, we had the grocery store, which was
Hmm.
Yes.
inspired by Zoe. Whether
Yes.
she knows it or not, it was inspired by her. And so I've had spaces in there that are basically, I call it the wilds because it's wild, because it's just whatever comes to mind. And
Okay.
so it's going to be a space where people can just explore. They can come and with their families and take photos. They can role play and they can just have a blast without it costing them anything, but to just experience it. That's what I want it to
Yes.
be, an experience.
And
So that's what it is.
it was so shocking to me that even after that, you have a whole list of every single item that you used for grandma's hands and all the credits to the items that you made for Melon, not made, but used for Melon More. It's crazy. I mean, that your inventory, is it organized?
It's tragic. I am a member of Florida. I am,
Sorted.
I'm an addict. I go to the meetings that Zoe provides for us. I am an addict when it comes to decor. I never have to buy anything unless it's a weekend sale or if
I
it's something I really love, but because it's already there.
Hmm.
I wanted to
But it
talk
is
about
precious.
that too because the inventory, there's a really awesome, and then also you're having these meetings, right? Well, this
Hmm.
one was written by Whoopsie Daisy and Czar. I didn't even know he was part of this. This is awesome.
Hmm.
But the helpful tips for inventory management, I love, just like I'm always thinking about new people, but I love that you put the pictures so you can be clear on how to follow all the list or the how to manage it. You have pictures of the folders, or they made pictures of how to save your outfits and take a picture
Hmm.
of them. And I love that because that's what we need when it comes to, I mean, even old timers, a lot of them don't know how to do it. Now we're going to go into the thing that I really wanted to talk about, which is by Sage, The Psychology of Role Play. It was very nicely written, very intense at the same time for people who've been in Second Life for a while.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
are you a full-time role player?
I wouldn't say I'm a full-time role player. I used to role play in, typical residential communities like Cedar Creek and those.
Hmm.
But lately, since my store Mira keeps me busy basically
Yes.
all of my SL time, I
Yeah.
can't dedicate much time to role playing.
Yes. The love for all of these articles came from your past in Second Life, am I right? I mean, that's the only way I can explain it.
Say it's a mix for sure. Like there are lessons and topics that we talk about in our recent magazine that we are experiencing on a day to day, or that we see our friends or family are experiencing on the day to day, and
Hmm.
may need some, article to just help them have context surrounding that. But then, of course, a lot of it is accumulation of our experiences in the past decade and who we've met, what we've done, and
Hmm.
so on.
What do you guys want people to grasp from this magazine, whether it's old timers or newcomers?
Hmm, that's a
Hmm.
good question.
Well, Zoe, I think it goes back to our mission statement.
Essentially, Zoe kind of created this whole world initially to provide a resource to people for both their wellness inside Second Life and outside, but also to show them how vast their imagination, their creation, and their community could be in both worlds.
Scarlett, why are you in Second Life?
I think a lot of us um, join Second Life to not deal, but like to overcome some things that we're going through during that time.
Mm,
It was COVID, and my mother was really sick, and Second Life became a positive outlet for me to get through that time.
I'm so happy you
And now,
found it.
yeah, now that things are a lot better, um, it continues you to be that positive outlet that I have, but now I can stretch myself more and do things like be part of this magazine.
Miss Levy, why are you in Second Life?
To be honest, it has changed over the years. When I first came, it did feel like an escape for me. It
Hmm.
was a place to hide in. It was a place to put out things without people knowing it was me. It was a place to shield myself from the world a little bit and be a hermit. And
Hmm.
then over time, it was a place to find like-minded people, to find people who understood my quirkiness, who loved me for where I was at. And then it kind of pushed me into being more open-minded in my own RL life. So I
Hmm.
have to say that being in Second Life, for me, it's a growing thing. I'm always evolving. And
Hmm.
as much as SL changes, I feel like being a part of it allows me to tap into new sides of myself. So I feel like it gives me new outlets, new parts of me to understand and to give to the world. That's why.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Miss Pilar, why are you in Second Life?
Well, kind of similar to what Elvia is saying, that I'm an introvert also, and it's when I first came into Second Life, I just wanted to, it was my hidey hole from a stressful work environment. But it has allowed me to meet people, be less afraid
Hmm.
of starting up conversation, just kind of get out of my box a little bit. And it's also, a great creative platform. And I'm still here because of it.
It absolutely is. It really is. Miss Sage, why are you in
Yes.
Second Life?
So initially, I started in my late teens, early 20s, and at the time, I like purely used Second Life for like blogging and just getting out my creativity because I was a fashion student in
Mm.
college. And so I really loved that side to Second Life. But then over time, I realized that I wanted to explore myself, like who I would imagine myself at its highest level, like in real life, on Second Life. And kind of what Zoe was alluding to earlier, I see Second Life as a manifestation board. So, like the life that I choose to create on this platform, it's also a parallel dream to what I dream for myself in real life as well. So now it's kind of like about bridging that gap between the two worlds.
Hmm.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you. And Miss Zoe,
Hmm.
why are you in Second Life?
I am in Second Life for communi- just communication and connection and creativity. And since I've been here since 2008, I have seen it change so much. And I feel like my brain is just so thirsty for more knowledge and information and connection with people and teaching. It's a part of me, and I don't think that I would be leaving anytime soon.
or ever, or ever. I
Right?
feel the same way, or ever. And something I wanted to point out, well, as I'm coming out and showing all of you guys that the different reasons why we're in Second Life, at the end of the day, whether it was your reason or not, you guys made friends. You guys met people, and now look at you guys, like an amazing team.
Thank you.
Definitely. I feel like our dynamic is so wholesome and special, especially in a world where, it is hard to build connection, um,
Yes.
especially if you're new. But this feels really good. And I think that's why we work so well in every issue.
And I
Mm.
do want to, I want to use that as an opportunity for anyone watching is that it is possible to meet people and it is possible to make long time friendships, whether it stays in Second Life or it gets out of Second Life. It doesn't really matter. Like you can, and that's one of the things that maybe you guys can talk about in your next issue or the next couple of them. It's just a hint
Yeah, we
about.
actually,
Writes it down.
right, but we do have a issue called Connect In, and we
Mm,
do try to write articles that give people the tools on how to connect with other
yes.
people, how to step outside of their comfort zone
A-
and meet others
Yeah,
and
and
connect.
it's so weird
Yeah,
because we're on the internet and we're still nervous about sending someone a message.
right.
So I love seeing this whole team right here. I can feel your
Hmm.
vibe is so beautiful and so evened out. I love it. So I'm excited for your next issue. I do notice that there's a pretty big gap between your releases, and I am sure it's because of how much work you put into it. I mean, there's what if I go back to it, there's 156 pages to flip through. Um, so I know it is a lot of work, but do you guys have your next release or do you guys just go with the flow until it's ready?
So we release twice a year,
Mm.
and in between, we're trying to put together like events and social gatherings and things like that to connect the community. But yeah, because the magazines are so heavy, our topics are so robust, we
Yeah.
do want to give ourselves time to think about the message that we want to put out and share with the community.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want to start doing a monthly issue and then just throwing things just to have something.
Hmm.
Future, is there like a way where you guys can share landmarks and such? I mean, how does that work? I think.
So actually, it's embedded in the magazine. For any product that is sponsored or for like some articles that are also, where we're working with the owner of that space, we will embed it.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
That's nice to know. I was not aware of that. So the next one would be, I'm assuming, in December,
Well,
Fall.
fall.
season.
Fall.
So the June edition is actually our spring summer, and
Ah,
then we have our fall edition.
that one's gonna be beautiful. I know for a fact. Fall is my favorite in Second Life. Well, I don't know. Fall and winter go hand in hand. Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time. I know in Second Life it's pretty hard to get everyone together with schedules. That's the downfall with schedules. Everyone has to be here at the same time, and sometimes it's hard. So, thank you so much for all your time. Thank you so much for your hard work because I just want to say I know how much work you guys have to put into this magazine, how much time and effort, and it is a lot. So, thank you so much for that. Thank you for bringing a magazine that helps everyone in Second Life, and hopefully, this helps get the word out there for people that are not aware of it, and they will after seeing this. Other than that, I think we are done. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we head out?
No, but we just want to thank you so much for allowing us the
Yeah.
space to talk about our baby, our love bug, Sage and Crystals. And
Yeah.
please, if anyone out there is interested in reaching out to us just to ask questions, uh, we're open to that. Zoe Peel Levy Scholar.
I
Yeah.
did put the link in the description box so you guys can click on that, and that's going to be their Facebook page. So I'm assuming that they can contact you via there as well on the messenger.
And they can
Yes.
drop a note card to the Sage and Crystals bot in World.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And then thank you everyone for watching. And we'll probably do the next uh, fall interview. It's going to be shorter because now we don't have to ask why you're in second life. Yeah, but we'll see you guys for the next fall
Okay.
magazine issue. Bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye. Thank
Holly.
you.
You